Well, nice to see you guys this morning. Go ahead and come to the front of your chairs. Let's bring our posture up tall. We can start with just some slow shoulder circles going backwards. We'll do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and switch direction.
Recording in progress.
All right, keep rolling shoulders forward, maybe 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's open it up to big arm circles, wide fingers as you stretch your arms forward. 1, 2, 3. Try to keep your elbows straight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's switch and go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Moving on to our neck. So slow neck circles going one direction. How about we go 3 times in each direction? Go at your own pace. Going slow to really feel the movement. When you make your 3rd rotation, switch directions. And then make your way to standing. We're going to finish our warm up and standing today with some of our power moves. So I'm going to do these behind my chair. You can do these with some support of your chair or just next to it, however you're comfortable. We're going to go through our power series. We'll do each move on its own, and then we'll put them together in a flow. We'll give everyone a minute to get up into standing. Behind your chair if you need some support. You can also do these in sitting if you want to stay seated for these. All right, so we're going to start with our power up. So for this, a mini knee bend, arms come out and then come up, stretch your shoulders back, squeezing your shoulder blades. And this is where if you want to hold on, you would keep a hand here and just stretch back with the other hand. So let's do 10 with these, not going for speed, just trying to do a bigger movement each time. Ready? 1, down, 2, stretch your fingers wide each time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next, we're moving into the power rock. So for this, you want your feet a little wider than your hips. And we're going to do a reach to the side. So as I'm reaching to the side, I'm going to look up at my hands, and I'm also coming up on my toes on this back foot. If you need some support, I would use my other hand on the chair. And then I'm pausing in the middle, rocking to the other side. I'm using my hand if I need to, coming up on my toes on this back leg. So we'll pause in between each one so that we're not using our momentum to swing, but so that we have to restart and reach with momentum. So let's do 20 of these. We're not going to go fast, but each time trying to reach a little bit further. Let's get started. 1, 2, wide fingers and look up at your hand. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, halfway, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, opening up for the power twist. So for this, I'm setting my posture tall, and I'm gonna turn to clap, pivoting on this back foot so that my toe is turning as I twist, opening back up to the middle, resetting my posture here before twisting to the other side. So let's do 10 on each side, always pausing back in the middle here, resetting my posture. 1, 2, 3, and try to clap so that you can hear it. 4, it should be a loud clap. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, last move of the series is our power step. So I'm gonna step kind of at a 45-degree angle forward. My arms come out, and then as I step back together, my arms come in and my feet come back together so they're touching. And then alternating with the other side, and then back together. If you want to hold on, I would stand behind my chair like this and keep one hand on my chair as I alternate sides. Make sure that you're only stepping forward so far that you can come all the way back together. If it takes you 2 steps to come back in, you're stepping too far. So let's do 10 on each side. Alternating sides, big step, lifting your knee high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, everyone looks good. 7, 8, 9, 10, we're halfway there. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, so now let's put all of those together in a flow. So similar to yoga, how you're sequencing moves together, let's sequence all 4 of those power moves one after the other. So I'll show you, you can jump in already with me, but if you want to watch one first, you're welcome to. So I'm doing 1 power up, going into the power rock, 1 on each side, opening for the twist, 1 on each side, and then stepping with each foot for the power step. So I'm sequencing 1 after another. Let's do 10 rounds together. So I'm gonna start really slow, and then I'm gonna pick up my speed as we start going through it. If you feel comfortable and can keep up with me, go for it. If you wanna use your own speed throughout this, go at whatever pace you're comfortable with. As always, use some support if you need to. Let's get started. Power up, power rock to each side, open, twist, open, twist, and getting ready for the step. Step, together, step, together. Now back to the top, down, up, reach, reach, open, twist, open, twist, step out, together, out, together, back to the top, down, up, reach, reach, open, twist, open, twist, step, together, step, together. That's 3, down, up, reach, reach, open, twist, open, twist, step, together, step, together, back to the top, down, up, reach, reach, open, twist, open, twist, step, together, step, together, halfway, down, up, reach, reach, open, twist, open, twist, step, together, step, together, down, up, reach, reach, open, twist, open, twist, step, together, step, together, 3 more, down, up, reach, reach, open, twist, open, twist, step, together, step, together, 2 more, down, up, reach, reach, open, twist, open, twist, step, together, step, together. Last one, down, up, reach, reach, going a little faster, open, twist, step, together, step, together. Nice job, everybody. Looks great. So let's set up for our intervals today. I have a bigger focus on flexibility for today's session. So if you have a yoga mat, go ahead and get that set up because we'll be getting up and down throughout today's sequence. And I will be using for the last 2 exercises 1 hand weight. So since you're only using 1, you can go a little heavier. So the first one I'm going to do, you can just watch me to get an idea for these. The first one I'm going to use my wall for here. This is an upper back thoracic opener. So my arms are going to be like this at the wall, and I'm twisting out with one arm and then the other. So if I'm here, I'm twisting away as far as I can, and I'm turning my head. Then I'm coming back to the wall. My forearms are leaning on the wall, and then I'm twisting the other direction. So if I was facing the wall here, twisting out and twisting out. So going back and forth between that one. The next one is in half kneeling. So I'm going to come down into kneeling to show you this. I'll go this leg first. So for this, one leg is forward, and then I want you to try to bring one hand to the ground and twist away. And then my hand stays here to switch legs. And now I'm using my other arm to twist away. I'll show that again. So one leg comes forward. If my left leg is forward, my right arm is going to twist up. And then if I'm going to switch legs, if my right leg is forward, my left arm is going to twist up. A great modification for this is keeping your hands here. So if my right leg is here, I'm still going to twist to my left, but I'm keeping my hands up on the chair. It's a little bit easier. Then I can use the chair to help me switch legs and twist here. So that's a great option to use the chair if you're not comfortable getting all the way down. If you don't want to bother with kneeling at all, you can use this time to do your power twist and really trying to stretch that position. The next one we're going to do, we're staying on the ground. And we're going to do a backwards and forwards crawl. So on hands and knees, you can make it a little bit harder by coming on your toes, lifting your knees up off the ground, doing 3 steps backward, 3 steps forward, and then doing a full transfer. One leg comes up, push through this leg to come up to stand, and then repeat. Coming back down, either doing a normal crawl or a bear crawl where I'm up on my toes. Try to coordinate the opposite arm and leg crawling together. And then coming back up for a floor transfer. That's our third exercise. For number 4, I'm going to use a weight 4. And so I'm doing an alternating backward step with my weight at my chest. I'm stepping backwards. And then as I step together, I'm doing an overhead press with the weight. So stepping backwards, step in, lift. Back, step in, lift. That's exercise number 4. And then for the 5th one, I'm going to do a weighted squat. So challenge yourself, make it harder by adding more weight for this one. I'm going to hold my weight up at my chest and doing a weighted squat. And I'm trying to go as deep as I can tolerate while I'm still keeping my form. And I can still use that heavy of a weight. So those are our 5 exercises. We'll do a minute on, 30 seconds in between. After the first set, we'll take a little bit longer break, but we will go through these twice. All right, so the first one is that opener at the wall. So find a place if you have one, if you have a wall nearby, perfect to do it at the wall so that you can brace yourself with one hand. Give everyone a minute to get ready. All right, let's begin. 1 minute. Twisting away and twisting away. 1 minute here. This one isn't about speed. Each time, try to twist a little bit further, really helping us get more motion in our upper back. And put your whole forearm on the wall, not just your hands. Your elbow should be resting on the wall. 30 more seconds. Five seconds. All right, so let's rotate. So we're going down to that half kneeling position to do our stretch. Use your chair to come down. And I'm starting with one leg forward and my other leg, my opposite arm is going to twist away when the timer starts. Or you can keep your hands up here while you're doing it. All right, let's begin. So my opposite arm twists away, switch legs. Then my left leg is up, so my right arm is going to twist up, and my left arm I'm keeping down on the ground. Yeah, switch sides, go back and forth each time. Looks good. If this is tough, you can put your hands up on the chair. Do it this way, same concept. Good job, everybody. 20 seconds left. All right, 30 seconds to rest. We're doing our crawling next. If you're staying in your chair, I want you to practice alternating arm and leg marches while we're doing the crawling. Still have 15 seconds to get ready. So 5 seconds. If you're in your chair, you're going to do that opposite arm and leg march while we do this. All right, let's begin. So 3 crawls backward, 3 steps, back in, and then coming up for a floor transfer. Then right back down. That's easy. Come up on your toes. Make it harder for yourself. Lots of control with this. Don't go for speed, but go for quality of your movement. Another way to challenge yourself is alternate what knee you bring forward when you go up to stand. Good job, everybody. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. All right, come back up to standing. Remember, 1 leg forward. You can push your hand off of a chair or a table in front of you. Big push to stand. Next, we're doing our alternating backward step with the chest press. 5 seconds to get ready. All right, step backwards, step in, overhead reach. Step back, step in, and reach. Good. Keep your posture tall while you do this. Step back, step in, reach. Step back, step in, and reach. Looks great, everybody. Think about taking an exaggerated or big step backwards and making sure those feet come all the way back together when you step in. "15 seconds left. Three, 2, and 1. Awesome. 30 seconds to rest, and we're going to our weighted squat. If you want to do your squat holding on to something in front of you, you are welcome to do it that way. And remember, we're going for depth here. So go down as low as you can before your posture starts to crumble. 5 seconds to get ready. We'll take a little break after this exercise. All right, begin. Low squat with weight. Slow and controlled. That looks good. Keep it up, everybody. If it feels easier, grab another weight. Nice, halfway done already. Everyone's posture looks really good. "15 seconds left. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. I'm going to give everyone a little over a minute to grab some water, and then we're going to repeat these. One more round through all of them. And think about with the flexibility ones that we start with, see if now that you're warming up and your muscles are getting looser, see if your body can allow you to reach a little bit further in the movement. How much more can you twist? How much more can you turn your head while you do those? These are great stretches to do, kind of to loosen you up. but they're also kind of nice to do after you've exercised or warmed up a little bit, because your body will be able to move further. So let's take about another 30 seconds, and then we're going to get set up at the wall where my forearm and my wrist to my elbow, my whole forearm is leaning on the wall as I do that twist. So go ahead and find your spot to do that. About 15 seconds, and we'll get started with our second round. All right, I'm going to start our timer here. So doing our opener at the wall. See how far you can open or twist now that you're warm. Letting your head follow your arm as you twist. It's not about speed for this, more about how big of a motion can you do. Good job, 30 more seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, 30 seconds. You can make your way down to the ground if you're going to do the half kneeling twist. If you're staying seated, you can do your twist like this, the power twist. All right, 5 seconds to get ready. Oops, put this down. All right, let's begin. So one hand comes down, twisting up the other direction, and then switch legs. The same hand stays planted, that foot is down, other arm reaches away. Looks good, everybody. Remember, you can keep your hand up here on your chair to make it a little bit easier to step or to reach. Ten more seconds. All right, 30 seconds to get ready. We're doing our crawling here. If you're staying seated, go ahead and use this time to do opposite arm and opposite leg marching. 15 seconds. Doing 3 crawls backward, 3 steps crawling forward, and then a floor transfer. Let's get ready. All right, let's begin. One leg comes up for the floor transfer, big push to stand. And then right back down. You can make it harder by coming up on your toes, lifting your knee about an inch off the ground. Halfway done already. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, make your way back up to standing. Bring your hands up to your chair or table, push through this leg. Next, we're doing our alternating backward step with the overhead reach. All right, let's begin. Step back, together, and overhead lift. Step back, step together, overhead lift. Looks good. Halfway done. Ten more seconds. All right, 30 seconds to rest. Our last interval exercise is the weighted squat. If it felt easy last time around, add some weight.
Do we need our mat anymore?
Yes, yep, we're gonna be doing our power moves on all fours next. 5 seconds to get ready. All right, let's begin. So weighted squat, going as low as you can while still keeping that posture in your form. Looks good, everybody. Last 30 seconds. Fifteen more seconds. Three, 2, and 1. All right, grab some water, take a seat. We are done with our weights. And when you're ready, make your way down to your mat for all fours. Everybody have to step out for 1 second. I'm gonna be back in 30 seconds and I'll meet you on the ground. All right, so let's get ready for our power series on all fours. If you're not comfortable getting down onto the ground today, you can do these sitting in your chair. Couple options for when we're doing these. You can either be in hands and knees here, or if this is a hard position for you, for a couple different positions. For example, for the power up, if you know that you're losing your balance as you come down and not able to control that, do it from your hands up on a chair and have more control. I'd rather you have a shorter distance that you control well than do it further down to the ground and you lose your balance or don't have as much control with it. So for the first move, the power up, if you're sitting in your chair, you're leaning down onto your legs and then straightening your arms back like this. So that's the move that you'll do if you're sitting. If you're on all fours, we're coming down, and powering up through here, stretching your arms back. So let's get set up for this move, no matter what position you're going to do it in. We'll do 10 of these, and let's count up by 5s as we do them. Let's get started. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Oop, I almost did a bonus one. My mind got sidetracked. All right. So next one we're doing is the power rock. So if you're sitting, you're going to lean down on one side to reach up and across like this. You can practice that with me if you're sitting. And if you're sitting, you'll alternate side to side. If you're on all 4s, walk your knees back a little bit further. And we're doing rocking back into a child's pose. And then my arms stay straight. I'm rocking forward to push my hips down as far as my hips will allow me, my back will allow me. We'll move in and out of that position, or doing the power rock back and forth 10 times. Let's count up by 3s. Ready? Rock back, 3, back, 6, back, 9, back, 12, back, 15, back, 18, back, 21, back, 24, back, 27, back, 30. Our next one is the power twist. So for this one, it's similar to the twisting up move that we were doing from half kneeling, but we're adding the tuck through, rotating through, and then switching sides. Alternating back and forth. If you're sitting, your power twist looks like the standing one that we did in our warm up. Twisting to one side, opening, and twisting to the other direction. So let's do 10 on each side, or 20 altogether. So let's see, let's start at 100 and count backwards by 5. So we'll end at 5. So take your time as you're moving through these. If you need to go at your own pace, go at your own pace. Ready? So reach up, 100, switch sides, up, 95, up, 90, up, 85, up, 80, up, 75, up, 70, up, 65, up, 60, up, 55, up, 50, halfway, up, 45, reach up, 40, up, 35, up, 30, up, 25, up, 20, up, 15, 10, and last one, 5. All right, those look great. Our last of the power moves is the power step. So this is kind of the beginning of the floor transfer. So you're bringing one foot forward, and coming up like this, stretching your arms back, then switching sides. If that is hard for you to do, a great modification is, again, with your hands up at the chair. It makes it so much easier to step your leg forward if you're having trouble with that part. If you're having trouble getting your leg far enough forward, maybe try it from this position. So if you're sitting, you're going to alternate taking a step out to the side, stretching your arms back, and then taking a step back in so that your feet are together. Stepping side to side in your chair. All right, let's set up for 20 of these, alternating side to side. We'll count it by twos this time. Ready? 2, and then bring your posture up. Switch sides, 4. 6. 8. 10. 12. 14. 16. 18. 20. We're halfway. 22. 24. 26. 28. 30. 32. 34. 36. 38. And 40. Great job. So I have a few more exercises on our mats. We're done with all fours, but go ahead and roll onto your back. If you need some water before we move on to that, take a minute and grab some water. So I encourage you, even if you're staying in your chair for some of these today that we're doing laying on our back, try some of these laying on your bed, maybe later today. All of these can be done laying on your bed. You don't have to be on the ground or on a hard surface. So we're meeting back on our backs here. I'm going to move my camera down a little bit. If you can do it without a pillow, do it without a pillow. But if that is way too much pressure on your neck, absolutely grab a pillow to make sure that you're comfortable. So we're starting with this kind of hook lying position, which means just your knees are bent while you're laying on your back. And for this position, I'm drawing my belly button down to the mat. So if I was trying to slide my hands under my back, there would be no room. That my back is making really close contact with the mat below me. So you can even try rocking in and out of that. So getting into kind of like a neutral position and then pressing your back down so there's no room, and kind of practice rocking in and out of that a few times, because that's going to be our stable position that we're going to do our exercises from. So with your back pressed down into the mat, we're doing opposite arm and leg marches. So if you're seated, you can practice this march with us, drawing your belly button towards your spine so that your spine is super long. Let's do 20 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good, so let's do another one. In this position, this is again for your core. So I'm drawing my belly button down so that my back is flat, and I'm keeping one leg perfectly straight and I'm letting the other leg fall out to the side and then back up. Both don't move together. One stays put while the other one moves. So it's having your back stay so stable that only one leg can move at a time. So try that with me. Let's go back and forth for 20 of these as well. If you're seated, you can do the same move, letting your leg move out to the side and then back in. 1, 2, your opposite leg should stay super still while your other leg moves. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, next we're going to move on to a bridge. I'm just going to grab my speaker. I want to make sure that that comes through clearly. So either doing a full bridge where you're pushing down through your hands to lift your hip up. If you know that is pretty comfortable or easy for you, see if you can do it with one leg extended in the air so that you're just using one leg for that bridge. If you're seated in your chair, you can do a glute set. So squeezing your glutes, your muscles on your bottom and holding for a couple seconds and then relaxing, tightening those muscles and then relax. So let's do 10. And if you're just doing one leg, stick to the same leg for this full set because we'll do another set. So either a regular bridge like this or one leg staying in the air to do a single leg. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So switch legs if you're doing one leg or set up for a second set. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. Next thing we're going to do is laying on your side. So for this, I'm going to set up so that I'm leaning on my elbow and my knees are bent. We're going to set up for a side plank so that I'm lifting. You can see from my elbow to my knees, my hip is off the ground like that. So the move is lifting your hips up and holding from your knees. So laying on your side, your elbow is tucked under your shoulder. So I'm thinking maybe we'll do like 3-second holds. And this is a great one for you to try. If this is a good challenge for you, try to build your time with how long you can hold it. What I'm going to have you do if you're sitting is do a side reach. So lean to the side and hold for 3 seconds and then come back to the middle. If you're seated, that's your move. Leaning to the side and hold and then come back in. So let's get set up for this. We'll do maybe 5 repetitions with 3-second holds. Ready? Lift. 1, 2, 3, and back down just like that. 1, 2, 3, and back down. 1, 2, 3. Let's try 2 more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and roll to your other side or turn around so that you're laying down on your opposite hip, but you're set up in the same way. So my elbow is under my shoulders, My knees are bent and my body's kind of in a straight line so that my knees, hips, and shoulders are all in a straight line and my feet are bent behind me. So same thing, we're gonna try lifting through here, holding for 3 seconds, and we'll try that 5 times again. So if you're sitting, reach and lean to the other side this time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And lift. 1, 2, 3. Let's try 3 more like that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Let's see. Let's come on back up to our chairs. Like I said, if you didn't try these in your chair, try them laying down on your bed. Give it a try. They're a great way to work on building your core strength. So make your way back up to your chair, grab some water. We'll finish with a cool down stretch. All right. It's like people are still finding their way. Grab some water. Give everyone another minute to get ready. All right, looks like we're mostly there. Let's start with an overhead reach as you breathe in. Wide fingers, then exhale, arms down. Breathe in, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Let's do 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Let's do a shoulder stretch. So bring one arm across your body, and then the other arm's gonna pull it close towards you. We'll hold it for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do a couple wrist circles. Switch directions. Let's drop it down into a shoulder neck stretch here. So bring one ear down towards your shoulder. This hand's gonna give an extra pull, and I'm gonna tuck this hand behind my back. Should feel a pull right down through the side of your neck here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll your head to the other side. Switch hand placement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Roll your head back to the middle and back up. Scoop forward to the front of your chair. Stretch one leg out in front of you so that your knee is straight. And then I'm keeping this leg straight while I bend down towards my foot, pressing on your thigh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch legs. Your knee is straight, bending at your hips to stretch forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring one leg up across your lap. If this is hard to do with both of your knees bent, you can straighten your other leg out so that it's further down. From here, you can press down at your thigh to try to push that knee down and bend slightly at your hips. We'll hold here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch legs. Again, pushing down with this hand at your thigh, gently leaning forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We'll finish with a chest stretch. So my elbows are going to stay a little bit bent, and I'm pulling my elbows back, squeezing my shoulder blades, holding right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job today, everybody. So nice to exercise with you. I hope you have a wonderful week.